Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So today I'm going to show you how to properly clean your wheels and tires, and we have a prime candidate because my car has been through quite a few snowstorms recently here in Montreal, Canada, so the Great White North. As you can tell, a lot of debris, of course, all that road grime, a lot of salt from all the roads, and of course the desalting. And as you can tell, it's very dirty in the inner barrels as well. The tires are super cruddy and dirty, so are the inner fender wells. So I'm going to show you how to properly clean all of this. We're also going to have an optional step to protect your wheels and tires. So I'm going to show you all the tools, all the products needed to do a proper job, and you're going to see it's pretty simple. So without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day, so let's dig right into it, because today I'm going to show you how to clean your wheels and tires. Now, I'm going to first start by talking about the products and the tools you're going to do the right job. And don't worry, because as usual, I'll include the links to the items in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. Also, if you haven't done so yet, consider clicking the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos, so you continue to learn more about car detailing, so products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques. Also, check out my Instagram page. You never know what awesome content is on there. So first of all, we're going to need a wheel cleaner or a wheel and tire cleaner. In this case, it's going to be Brake Buster from P&S. So this is great for wheels and tires. We're also going to have an optional step to use an iron remover. So in this case, CarPro Iron X, to remove all that brake dust from your wheels. We're going to have an optional step, of course, to protect the wheels using Geon Wet Coat. This is a spray-on rinse-off silica spray sealant. For lubrication, for all the tools that we're using and the brushes, just a regular car shampoo in a bucket. Of course, use a dedicated wheel bucket, and in this case, I'm using Adam's Car Shampoo. For protecting the rubber and tires, we're going to be using Chemical Guys VRP Protectant, so a great tire dressing. And some of the tools that we're going to need. So for the inner fender wells, we have this Speedmaster Daytona brush. So this is perfect for big brake kits like the M Performance brakes on my BMW. We're going to use this Wheel Woolies boar hair brush for the face of the wheels. You can also use this Detail Factory synthetic brush here with the tip, so it's for more intricate details. We have a Tough Shine stiff bristle tire brush, so great for the, of course, tires. At the end, to dry the the wheels and tires, you can use a microfiber towel or, like in this case, a car dryer. So this is the Metrovac Air Force Blaster Sidekick, or if you have a leaf blower, that's good as well. It's just going to speed up the process. And if you want to move up a notch, well, you can use something like the IK Foam Pro 2. So this is a pump sprayer, and I diluted the Brake Buster product 3:1 with water, of course. So it does a greater job of spreading the product, and of course, you have greater savings because you're diluting the product. So now that we know all the tools that we're going to use, let's go ahead and start the demo. Okay guys, so the first step will be to rinse the wheel and tire, because that's going to remove a big portion of the loose debris. So now we're going to start spraying the wheel and tire cleaner. So in this case, P&S Brake Buster. And we're going to let it dwell 30 seconds. Don't forget the inner barrels as well. The brake calipers. So we're first going to start by scrubbing the tire walls. So as you can tell, the foam in this case is a white foam, so that means it's going to be properly cleaned. And by degreasing and cleaning the tires, you're going to be able to have a better bonding of your tire dressing, so the tire dressing will perform better, won't sling on your body, and will last a lot longer. So if you get some of that browning coming off, well, you know you have to redo this step for the tires until you get this white foam. So another optional tool that I personally like is the IK. This is the Foam Pro 2, so their new model. It's a pump sprayer. In this case, it foams the product that's inside. So we have that same Brake Buster wheel cleaner diluted 3:1 with water. You basically give it a few pumps. In this case, it's pre-pumped. And you use the trigger sprayer. So you're getting very, very good coverage, as you can tell. And now we're going to start cleaning the wheel itself. So what I like to do is to have some soapy water inside a dedicated wheel bucket. So never use the same buckets that you're using for the paintwork. Always have a dedicated one, of course, for your wheels. So we're going to start by the inner barrels and work from the top all the way down to the bottom. So this does a great job at going into the intricate places in the wheel barrels. And you can even go behind big brake kits. As you can notice, like my big M performance brakes on my BMW M550i. So this is great to go behind that. And as you can tell, look at all that dirt that's coming out. And before dunking, of course, the brush, you're going to rinse it off. So always try to work as clean as possible. And now for the wheel faces, we have our Wheel Woolies brush. Again, we're going to rinse. And then for the more intricate parts, we have a Detail Factory brush. So it allows you to go into places where bigger brushes don't, including the lug nuts. So you want to make sure you hit those. So different types of tools depending on what wheels you're working on, and it just allows you to get more into the details. Look at all the dirt that's coming off. It's very satisfying, of course, to do all of this. So it's never a chore, guys. This is always fun. And of course, you can do the brake calipers. All right, and now we're going to rinse the brush and the wheel. Now for one of the optional steps. So I recommend doing this roughly once to twice a month. You're going to get a lot of brake dust that accumulates on your wheels. And this, of course, comes from the calipers themselves and the brake rotors. So for the iron particles, we use an iron remover, something like CarPro Iron X. This is their new formula, by the way. So it's cherry scented, but it has also less of that pungent odor than it normally does, like regular iron removers. So you basically spray this on the face of the wheels. You let it dwell for roughly 30 seconds, and as you can tell, it turns from transparent to purple in color when it reacts with the iron particles. So same thing for the faces of the wheels. When it's going to start reacting, we're going to see a color change, indicated that you started breaking down or helping remove the iron particles that are embedded in the clear coat of your wheels. And this, of course, is going to help prevent any rusting of those spots that you see. So that's the orange spots that you'll see on lighter colored wheels. And we can already tell just after a few seconds that it's already bleeding. So this is the term that's used. So we see all this purplish color going down. Look here on the ground. So indication that it's doing its job. So wait a few minutes, never let it dry on the surface of the wheel. Of course, try to work in a shaded environment on a cool surface. So always work on cool wheels. If you can, either in a garage or in the shade outside, never work in direct sunlight as much as possible. So we're going to wait a little bit and get back to them. So now that the iron remover has done its job, we're going to rinse thoroughly because you want to remove all that chemical. By the way, guys, I get this question asked a lot. You don't need a pressure washer if you want to clean your vehicle or clean your wheels. A regular garden hose with enough pressure will do the job. If you do use a pressure washer, anything from 1,000 psi to 2,000 psi is more than enough. You don't want to go above that when detailing cars. So now that the wheel is rinsed off, one thing I strongly recommend is to apply some sort of spray-on rinse-off protectant. So in this case, we're going to be using Geon Wet Coat. This is a silica-based spray sealant, and the cool thing is that you spray it onto the wheel, including the wheel barrels. You immediately rinse it off. You're going to see all the water beading. So it gives you roughly 2 to 3 months of protection. And of course, it's going to make the wheels a lot easier to clean during maintenance washes, and that's what we want, because dirt is going to have less of a tendency to stick on the wheel, and it's going to be more enjoyable when you do the wash. So look how easy this is. Always shake your chemicals. So a few sprays on the face, on the inner barrels. Go ahead and do it on your caliper as well. And that's it. And using a pressure washer or high pressure garden hose, you immediately rinse off, and you're going to see all the beading. So come in close, guys. You're going to be able to see all the water beading and of course all the sheeting. So look at all these droplets here. This is a visual indicator that you have some sort of protection on your wheels. So again, it's going to make them a lot easier to clean during maintenance washes. So now is the time to dry the wheel. So you have an option. You can go ahead and use a microfiber towel. They're very absorbent, and of course they're delicate on the wheel surfaces. But what I like to do is use a car dryer. So you have small portable ones like this Metrovac Air Force Blaster Sidekick. Many other companies make them. Essentially, it's forced air that comes in it from a little motor. It's filtered hot air as well, and it makes the job just a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and dry the wheel and tire. By the way, guys, another quick tip. Always wear protective gloves. In this case, I use nitrile gloves when I'm detailing cars. You don't want any chemicals to get onto your skin. Also, if you don't have that car dryer, a leaf blower will do if you want to use some sort of forced air onto this. Next, we're going to go ahead and apply a tire dressing. So in this case, we'll be applying one of my favorites. This is Chemical Guys VRP. It's good for vinyl, plastic, and rubber. So what it does, of course, it adds UV protectants on top of the surface, and it gives it that nicely detailed touch. This is a water-based dressing, so it won't last as long as the silicone-based ones, but is not as prone to browning, so no brown surface, and it won't sling onto the body. So shake your chemical, add it to your tire dressing applicator. So in this case, this is a hex grip pad from Adams. So I love these to apply tire dressings. So you work the dressing into the surface of the applicator and then just work that into the tire. So very, very easy to apply, and you're going to see it gives it that super nice finished look. Not too glossy, not too matte, just that perfect blend. And thanks to this applicator, it is very, very easy to apply. Go into the lip of the tire, of course, to have that completely detailed look. We're always looking for the final touches to separate you from the rest of the pack, right, guys? And there you go. So our wheels are not only super clean all the way inside the barrels as well. Calipers are clean, the wheels are protected, so are the calipers, make them a lot easier to clean. And as you can tell, the tires are properly dressed now and everything looks great. So move back a bit, have a look at the finished product. So that's what you need to do to get a proper clean wheel and tire setup. Of course, you saw how simple this is. Again, I'm going to remind you that all the links to the products and tools that I used in this video will be linked in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If that's the case, guys, show me your support, smash the thumbs up button. Also, take a few seconds, click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. Also, once again, I highly encourage you to go follow me on Instagram because you never know what cool content is on there. And well, if you like these tutorials, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section. What future tutorial would you like me to do? And what would you like me to talk about? So this is it, guys. Amazing wheels and tires. Go out there, enjoy detailing your cars. And of course, as usual, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.